Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 4th January 2022. And right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying today is D Maths 4024. This is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. Today, we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1. This paper 1 belongs from the zone 2, and we have selected October, November 2006 and paper 1. So this paper has the time allowed for this paper is 2 hours, and you are not allowed to use calculator during this paper. This is paper 1, so we don't use calculator in it, and you have to attempt all the questions in this paper. So this is October, November 2006, November 2006 paper. So let's start. The first question coming up on your screen, he says evaluate 3 plus 2 bracket 4 minus 5 bracket close. So let me show you how I have done this. Okay. So the first question. So we will 3 plus 2 bracket 4 minus 5. So first of all, we will solve the bracket. So whatever is inside the bracket, so 4 minus 5, that will give you minus 1. So you will have 3 plus 2 bracket minus 1 bracket close. That 2 will multiply with that bracket first. So 2 multiply minus 1 will be minus 2. So 3 minus 2, and that will give you 1. So this is how you do question number 1, and it's A part. Okay. So let's go to the next part. The next part is the B part, and they say 1 whole 1 by 3 divided 2 whole 1 by 2. So we have to evaluate this. So let me show you the solution. Okay. So 1 whole 1 by 3, 3 ones are 3, and 3 plus 1 will be 4. So it will be 4 by 3. 2 multiply 2, that will be 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 by 2. Then I will convert this divide sign into multiply sign. When I convert this divide sign into multiply sign, the fraction after the divide sign, that will flip, that will reciprocate. So it will become 2 by 5. So the numerator multiplies with the numerator, denominators multiply with the denominator. So you will have 8 divided by 15. So hopefully you understand. Okay, so next question coming up on your screen is question number 2. He says an empty tin has a mass of 330 gram. When filled with the powder, the total mass is 2.10 kg. Find the mass in kilograms of the powder. Okay, so very easily, I know the mass when it is filled and it is full, so it's 2.10 kg, and the mass of the empty tin is 330 gram. So if from the this total mass, if you subtract the mass of the empty tin, you will get the mass of the powder. But there's a problem. This is in kgs and this one is in gram. They both should be either in grams or they both should be in kgs. So very easy thing. I will convert this. I can convert this 330 gram into kg because the answer we want is also in kg. So when I will divide it with 1000, it will be converted into kg. And then I can solve it. Okay, the B part is expressed for 2.45 hours in minutes. Okay, so we know that both the parts now. Okay, so empty tin is 330 gram. I can convert this into I can convert this into kg by dividing it with 1000. So my answer will be 0.33 kg. The filled tin is 2.10 kg. So from the filled tin, if you subtract the empty tin's mass, you will get the mass of the powder. So 2.10 minus 0.33, and that will give you 1.77 kg. So mass of the powder is 1.77 kg. Question number 2, B part is, he says, convert 2.45 hours into minutes. Okay, so in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. So 2.45 hours, I will multiply it with the 60, it will be converted into minutes. So 24.5 divided by 10 and multiply 60, that's 10 and 60 will be cancelled. So 24.5 multiply 6, you multiply 6 with the 24.5 and it will give you 147.0, which means 147 minutes. So this is question number 2, B part. Hopefully you understand. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, the next question coming up on your screen. He says simplify 25x squared divided 5x raised to power minus 4, and the B part is 2 bracket 2x minus 3 bracket x plus 2 bracket close equals to 0. So these are the two parts. Simplify here and solve here. So when this is simplify, you only simplify them, and when they say solve means to find the value of the variable involved. Okay, so let's see how we do this. Okay, so 25x squared divided 5x raised to power minus 4. I will write that in the fraction. So above I will have in the numerator, I will have 25x squared divided by 5x raised to power minus 4. 5 and 25, they will be cancelled with the table of the 5. So you will have 5 upstairs. From the x squared, because downstairs you have power minus 4. So the powers will be subtracted because they are dividing. So 2 minus minus 4. So it will become 2 plus 4, and that will be 6. So 5x raised to power 6. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so next question, question number 3B part. He says two brackets are multiplying with each other and it is equals to 0. You know, when two brackets multiply and their answer is 0, so either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0, or both of them are 0. So we will make the first bracket equals to 0. 2x minus 3 equals to 0. And you will have 2x equals to 3, x equals to 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 means 1 whole 1 by 2. So I will make this bracket equals to 0. So you can see here x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2. So the value of the x, there are two values of the x. One is minus 2, and the other one is 1 whole 1 by 2 or 3 by 2. Hopefully you understand. This is how you solve. Okay. The next question, question number 4. In an examination, Alan obtained 32 out of 40 marks. In another examination, Ben obtained 5 by 8 of the total marks. Express the marks of each candidate as a percentage. Okay, so let me show you. So Alan got 32 out of 40. So if you want to convert it into the percentage, you will write 32 by 40 multiply 100. So 0, 0 will be cancelled. 4 8s are 32. So 8 into 10, and that will be 80. So it means that Alan has got 80% marks. Ben got 5 by 8%, 5 by 8 of the total marks. So I can find its percentage. Simply write 5 by 8 multiply 100. And you know, when you divide 100 with 8, it will be 12.5, and 5 multiplied 12.5, it will be 62.5. So hopefully you understand. And here you have to multiply yourself. You know, when 100 divided by the 4, that's 25, and the 25 is further divided by 2, it will give you 12.5. So you have to be very smart in mental calculations. So 62.5% is the answer for Ben. Hopefully you understand. Okay, write the following numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest: 0.7, 0.7 square, 1 by 7, 7 by 11, and 7 by 9. Okay, so let me show you how I've done this. Okay, so here you see, here the trick I used, you have 0.7. 0.7 square means 0.7 multiply 0.7, that will be 0.49. 7 by 11, you can see here in the rough work I have shown. I divided the 7 with the 11. I put a point there and put a 0 there, and then I divided it. I got 0.636, and then 7 by 9. 7 by 9 can I have shown here in the rough work that how I got that 0.778. You divide 7 with the 9, you get it. Okay, now who is the smallest? Who is the smallest? This one is the smallest, so I wrote A here. Then this one B here. Then this one C, and then this is the D. So in the answer, you will write the original fractions. So this one 0.7 square is the first one. Then I will write this one 7 by 11. Then this one, this 0.7, and then this one, that is 7 by 9. So this is how you put them in order. They are starting from the smaller, they're going towards the larger numbers. Okay, so that was the question number 5, and it's A part. Okay, so yeah, question number 5, B part. In a school, election. John received 220 votes. This was 55% of the total number of the votes. Find the total number of the votes. So we don't know the total number of the votes. So suppose that the total number of the votes are X. So 55% of X will be 220. So this is the equation which I will use. 55 divided by 100 multiply X equals to 220. So let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so the total number we suppose is X. He told us that the 55% of the total is 220 votes. So 55 by 100 into X is equals to 220. So X will be equals to 220 multiply 100 divided by 55. 55 and 220 can be cancelled with the 11. So you will have 20 divided by 5 into 100. And 5 can be cancelled with the 20. So you have 4 into 100. So 4 into 100 will be 400. This is how you get. So the total votes there are 400. Hopefully you understand. So that was the question 5. Now we are on question number 6. The temperature at the bottom of a mountain was 8 degrees centigrade. The temperature at the top was minus 26 degrees centigrade. Find a part, the difference between the two temperatures. So from this higher temperature, subtract this lower temperature. So it will be 8 minus 26, and it will be 8 plus 26, and that will give you the answer. Then he says the mean of the two temperatures. You just add these two with each other, and whatever the answer you get, you divide it with the two. This is how. That's the strategy how these two parts will be done. Okay, so the difference of the temperature will be 8 minus 26, and it will be 8 plus 26, and that will be 34 degrees. So temperature difference is of 34. And in the B part, he says find the mean temperature of both the temperatures. So I will add both the temperatures. Whatever the answer I will get, I will divide it with the 2. So you will have 8 plus bracket minus 26 bracket close, the whole thing divided by 2. So you will have 8 minus 26, and that will be minus 18. So you will get minus 18 divided by 2, and that will be minus 9. So the mean temperature is minus 9. Okay. Find the fraction which is exactly halfway between 5 by 9 and 8 by 9. So you add both these fractions, and whatever the answer you get, you divide it with 2. You will get the exact fraction which is halfway between these two. Then the question is estimate the value of the under root 5,000, giving your answer correct to one significant figure. Okay, and the C part is evaluates 3 raised to power 0 into 4 raised to power 3 by 2. So these are the 3 parts of question number 7, and all the parts are of 1 marks. Okay, let me show you how we do it. Okay, so I will add both those fractions, which was 5 by 9 plus 8 by 9, and whatever the answer will be, I will divide it with the 2. So you get, because their denominator the same, so their numerators will be added, and then you write a single denominator. So we will have 13 by 9 divided by 2. So when I convert this divide sign into multiply sign, the fraction after that divide sign will flip. It will reciprocate. So you will have 13 by 9 multiply 1 by 2, and this will give you 13 by 18. The numerator multiplies with the numerator, and the denominator multiplies with the denominator. So final answer will be 13 by 18. Okay. The B part is, he says, estimate the under root 5,000. You know, we don't know what is the under root of 5,000, but very easily I can find out under root of 4900, because 49 is square root will be 7, and 2 zeros, their square root will be 10. So you get 70. So that's the answer. Okay, so the C part is, he says find the value of 3 raised to power 0 multiply 4 raised to power 3 by 2. So 3 raised to power 0, anything raised to power 0 means 1. So 3 raised to power 0 is 1 basically. And in the place of 4, you know, the 4, this base is 4. In the place of 4, I can write 2 square. So you can write 2 square raised to power 3 by 2. The power of the power multiplies. When this 2 will multiply with 3 by 2, 2 and 2 will be cancelled. You will have 2 raised to power 3 only. So 1 multiplied 2 raised to power 3, 1 multiplied 2 raised to power 3 is 8. And 1 multiply 8 is 8. So the answer, question number 7, C part is 8. So the question number 7 is done. Hopefully you understand. This was 1 mark question. Written as the product of its prime factors, 360 is equals to 2 raised to power 3 multiply 3 raised to power 2 multiply 5. He says write 108 as the product of its prime factors. Then he says find the lowest common multiple of LCM, what we call it LCM, of 108 and 360. Give your answer as the product of its prime factors. Okay. Then the question is find the smallest positive integer k such that 360k is a cube number. Okay, so question number 8 has 3 parts. Each part is a 1 mark. Let's do this. Okay, so they want us to represent 108 in the terms of its prime factor. So this is the method. 108 divided by the smallest possible prime number, that's 2. So you will have 54, 54 again divided by 2, that will give you 27, 27 divided by 3, that will give you 9, 9 divided by 3, it will give you 3, 3 divided by 3, it will give you 1. So the 108 will be equals to 2 square into 3 cube. Then he says find the LCM of 360 and 108. We know that 360 is 2 cube into 3 square into 5, and 108 is 2 square into 3 cube. So if you want to find the LCM, what you have to do, the numbers which are common, the factors which are common, you write them once and you take their larger power. So 2 raised to power 3. The numbers which are common, the factors which are common, you write them once, but you take their larger power. So you take 3 raised to power 3. And the numbers which are not common, the factors which are not common, they are also taken in the LCM. So 5 will also come. So 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 3 into 5. That is the LCM of 108 and 360. Hopefully you understand. Okay, then their question is 360k is a cube number. It's a very, very, very famous question. So if a number is a cube number, all its factors should have a power in the form of 3, or it should be 6, or it should be 9. It should be a multiple of 3. If a number is a cube number, all the factors, all its prime factors will have a power which is a multiple of 3 if it's a cube number. So 360k, 360 means 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 2 into 5 into k. So k, what can be k? So you see here 2 has raised to power 3, that is good for being a cube number. It is 3 square, so it should have another 3, so it becomes 3 raised to power 3. This is 5 raised to power 1, so it should, the k should be 5 square, so that this 5 will become 5 raised to power 3. So the k is 3 into 5 square, so it will be 5 into 25, and that will be 75. So this is how you do question number 8, and it's a C part. Okay, so let's go to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 9. He says question number 9 and A part, he says solve. Here an inequality is given and you have to solve it. It's -7 less than or equals to 3x minus 4 less than 2. So we have to solve them. This inequality has 2 parts. First of all, I will solve these 2 parts, and then I will solve this part. Okay, so let me show you how I have solved it. So first of all, I will take this part, and you can see -7 less than or equals to 3x minus 4. Take this -4 to the other side, it will become +4, and -7 plus 3, it will be -3. Less than or equals to 3x, this 3 is multiplying with the x, take it to the other side, it will divide. So you will have -3 divided by 3 less than or equals to x. So -3 divided by 3, that will give you -1. So it means -1 is less than or equals to x, or in other words, you can say x is greater than or equals to -1. That's the one part. You take this part and you solve it. 3x minus 4 is less than 2. 3x minus 4 go on the other side, it will add. 3x is less than 2 plus 4. 3x is less than 6. X, this 3 will go on the other side, it will divide. So x is less than 2. So x is less than 2 here, x is greater than or equals to -1. So I can write it like this. So this is the solution. Okay. So in the B part, let me show you the question first. We are not seeing the question. Write down all the integers which satisfy this. Okay. So we have already solved it. Let me show you. So we know the solution already. So I will show this on the number line. This means x is equals to and greater than -1. So you can see I will shade this circle and greater than. This means x is less than 2. I will put a circle here. I will not shade it. And it will be like this. So the overlapping portion between these two solutions is this from here to here. So I will shade it. So how many integers? This is included. So -1, 0, 1, and this is not included. So the integers here are -1, 0, and 1. So this is how you do question number 9 and it's B part. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen. The distance from the Earth to the Sun is E kilometers, where E is 1.5 expo 8. The distance from the Sun to Mercury is M kilometers, where M is 6 expo 7. Express E ratio M as the ratio of the two integers in its simplest form. So we have to write the ratio E ratio M. Okay, let me show you. So E ratio M will be 1.5 expo 8 ratio 6 expo 7. So it will be give 110 to this number 110, or you can say I move the decimal to one step to this side. So it become 15 and this become 10 raised power. This will this power will decrease by what? It becomes 7. This and this are gone. So you have 15 ratio 6. So you can divide with the 3, 5 ratio 2. So 5 ratio 2 is the answer. Okay. Now, the next part is the B part. He says the diagram shows when the Earth, the Sun, and Mercury are in a straight line. With the Sun between the Earth and the Mercury, find the distance from the Earth to Mercury. Give your answer in the standard form. So we know the Earth's distance from the Sun. We know the Mercury distance from the Sun. We will add them. That will be the distance from the Earth to the Mercury. So 1.5 expo 8 plus 6 expo 7 kilometers. We will add both of these. Okay, so let me show you. So question number 10, B part 1.5 expo 8 into plus expo 7. So remember this trick. I will move this decimal one step to this side. So it will become 15 into 10 power 7. You see plus 6 to 10 power 7. These two powers are now same. So I will take that common. So you're left with 15 plus 6 into 10 raised power 7. 15 plus 6 is 21, 10 plus 7. This is not the standard form. The decimal is here. So move this one step to this side. The power will increase. So 2.1 into 10 raised to power 8 kilometers. So that is the distance between the Earth and Mercury. Okay. That was question number 10 and its B part. It was a 2-mark question. Anne, Brain, and Carol share the cost of a car. Anne pays 2/5 of the cost. Brain pays 1/3, and the Carol pays the rest. What fraction of the cost does the Carol pay? So the total in fraction is always 1. So because there are 3 partners, 2 shares are given in the time in the terms of fraction. So 1 minus 2/5 minus 1/3, and that will give you the Carol's share because the total will be always 1 when you are working with the fractions. So here we go. So Carol pay 1 minus 2/5 minus 1/3. So take the LCM. The LCM will be 15. So 15 divided by 1, that will be 15, and that will multiply. The answer will multiply with 1. That will be 15 minus 15 divided by 5. It will be 3. 3 multiplied 2. It will be 6. 15 divided by 3. It will be 5. 5 multiplied 1 will be 5. So 15 minus 6 minus 5. So you are left with the 4. So 4 by 11. 4 by 15. So the Carol will pay 4 by 15 of the rent. 4 by 15 of the rent. Okay. So next part. Anne pays $1,600 more than Brain. Find the total cost of the car. Okay. Anne paid 2/5 of the cost. Brain pays 1/3 of the cost. Okay. Very simple question. The difference between their contribution is 1,600. Okay, suppose the total money to be paid is X. So 2/5 of the X minus 1/3 of the X, and that is equals to 1,600. The difference between their shares in rent is 1,600. So you will have the 2x by 5 minus x by 3. You take the LCM. The LCM will be 15. 15 divided by 5 will be 3. 3 multiply 2x, that will be 6x. 15 divided by 3, it will give you 5. 5 multiply x, that will be 5x. So 6x minus 5x, that will be 1x. This 15, which is dividing here, when it will go to the other side, it will multiply. So 1600 multiply 15, and that will give you 24,000. So the main money they paid for the rent was totally $24,000. Okay. Hopefully you understand this question. That was a 2-mark question. Okay, now in the diagram, OA from O to A is 4A, and from O to C is 2C, and from C to B is CB. And these two sides, they are parallel by these arrows they have shown. This is CB, that's A, and this is 4A, it's 4 times. So they are parallel to each other. So this whole thing is like a trapezium. It says express BA in terms of AC. Okay. BA, if you want to go from B to A, I will make the bypass. So from B, I will go to C. From C, I will go to O. From O, I will go to the A, and that will give me the value of the BA. Let me show you. So the BA value will be BA. From B go to C, from C go to O, and from O go to A. From the BC will be minus A, CO will be minus 2C, and OA will be plus 4A. So you will have minus A plus 4A, that will be 3A. So 3A minus 2C will be the answer. So that is how you do question number 12 and it's A part. Okay, so question number 12 and B part, he says OP, O to P, this one, O to P is 2A minus 4 by 3C. Explain why OP is parallel to the BA. If you look at the values of the BA and the OP, then automatically you will see their main vector is same. Let me show you. Okay, so the OP is 2A minus 4C divided by 3. Take the LCM, that will be 3. So you will have 6A minus 4C divided by 3. From upstairs, take 2 common. From downstairs, take 3 common. So you will have 2 by 3 bracket 3A minus 2C. And so OP is equals to 2 by 3 into 3A minus 2C. And we have already done in the previous question that the BA is 3A minus 2C. So BA is 3A minus 2C. So in the place of 3A minus 2C, I will write BA. So you can see that we have found that the OP is 2 by 3 times of the BA. So that shows that the OP and the BA are parallel, because their basic vector is same. So OP is parallel to BA. Hopefully you understand how we have done this. Okay. The next part is, he says, find the area of the triangle OBA and OPA. He wants you to find out the area of the triangle OBA and OPA. If you look at these triangles, this OBA and OPA, so their baseline will be same, and because these two lines are parallel, so let me show you. So let me show you. This and this, they are parallel to each other. Remember this. We're talking about OBA and OPA. So both these triangles, these are parallel lines. So the height of this will be this. So this is parallel, this is parallel. Their baseline for both the triangles is same. So the area of the triangles will be equals to the ratio of their heights. Let me show you. Okay. So the area of the triangle OBA and the area of the triangle OPA will be equal to the base of A by base 1 by base 2, because both these triangles, they are between the same parallel line, so their heights will be same. In this case, the ratio of their areas is simply equals to the ratio of their bases, because both of these triangles are between the same parallel lines. So their areas will be the ratio of their bases, and we will not put a square on them. So the base, it will be 3 by 2. How I know that? We already know the ratio between them. So the sides, these two sides. So its area will be large, that will be 3, and its area will be small, that will be 2. So whatever is the ratio of their bases, that is the ratio of their areas. Hopefully you understand. It's a little tricky. Question number 13. The seven-sided polygon in the diagram has 6 angles of X and 1 of the Y. Okay, so it has a seven-sided figure. So its 6 angles are of X and 1 angle is different, that is Y. Draw a line of symmetry on the diagram, and then he says, if the Y is 126, calculate the Y value is 126, calculate what is the value of the X. It's a seven-sided figure. Okay, line of symmetry will be here, you can see easily. So I will draw that. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the line of symmetry which you have to draw. The line of symmetry, the shape will be divided into 2 equal parts, and when you fold the shapes on along that line of symmetry, both the parts which will be folded, they will exactly match with each other. So okay, so then he says, okay, so we have to find, if the value of the Y is 126, what will be the value of the X? Okay, first of all, let me find out that what is the sum of the internal angles of a seven-sided figure. If you want to find out the sum of the internal angles of a polygon, the formula is this: sum of internal angles is equals to 180 bracket n minus 2 bracket close. In the place of n means the number of sides. So 180 into 7 minus 2, 180 into 5, and that will be 900. So the total sum of internal angles will be 900. But there are 6 internal angles of each of X and 1 is Y. So 6X plus Y, these are the sum of internal angles, equals to 900. And 6X and the Y value is given, that is 126. So 6X plus 126 equals to 900. So 6X will be equals to 900 minus 126, and 6X will be equals to 774. Take this 6 to the other side, it will divide. So you will have 774 divided by 6, and X will be equals to 129. So the angle X is 129. Hopefully you understand. Let's see what they. Okay, so there are 2 parts only. So we are done with this. Okay. In a race, an athlete runs 1600 meter at an average speed of 6 meter per second. The distance is given correct to the nearest 100 meter and the speed correct to the nearest meter per second. Complete the 2 statements in the answer. So you have to write the upper and the lower bound of the distance. And what they said, they are the 1600 meter distance they covered, and it is correct to nearest 100 meter. Okay, let me show you. So it's 1600 meter distance, and it is correct to 100 meters. So divide 100 meter with the 2, that give you 50 meter. So in this main measurement, add 50, you get the upper bound of this length, and you subtract 60 from this main reading, and you will get the lower bound. Okay, so you will have 1550, and that's the lower bound, and that is the upper bound. That will be 1650. So hopefully you understand. So I can write in the sentence, the distance is equals to and greater than 1550 and less than 1650. Okay. Then it says complete. Okay, here we have second part. It says the speed, and for speed I have to do the same thing. Upper bound, lower bound, we have to find out. Okay, the speed is 6 meter per second, correct to 1 meter per second. So I will divide 1 meter per second with 2. I get 0.5 meter per second plus minus. In this main reading, if I will add 0.5, I'll get the upper bound. From this main reading of the speed, I will subtract, you will get the lower bound. So you get 6.5 meter per second and 5.5 meter per second. So this is how you find the upper and lower bound of the distance and speed. So the speed is equals to and less than as greater than 5.5, but less than 6.5. So this is how you do this question and write the statement. Okay. Then the question is calculate the greatest possible time the race could have taken. So the time is question. Okay. So the time is question, and their question is find the greatest time. Okay, so the time is the question. Time is equals to distance divided by speed because we want the greatest value for the time. And it's equals to distance divided by speed. So the distance must be largest and the speed must be smallest. So greatest time will be equals to 1650. We have taken the upper bound of the distance divided by the smaller bound of the lower bound of the speed. That's 5.5. So I remove this decimal sign. I put a 10 here. So I cut 55 and 1650 with 11. So you have 5. 11 ones are, 11 fives are, and 0 into 10. 5 and 150 divided by 5. That will be 30. 30 multiplied 10. That will be 300. So the time taken will be, the maximum time taken will be 300 seconds. The distance has been taken largest and the speed has been taken smallest. Okay, so that was question number 14 and it's B part. Now on your screen, we have question number 15 and it's A part. He says the matrix M satisfies the equation. Three M plus 4 into 2 minus 130 equals to M. So find the value of the M expressing it in the form of this. Okay. Let me show you my work. Okay, 3M plus 4 and this matrix equals to M. Bring this M to this side, take this to the other side. Okay, so you have 3M minus M and this matrix equals 0. So you will have 2M equals to minus. When they go on the other side, the outside will become minus. And then they take this 2 to the other side, it will become minus 1 by 2. And when you multiply minus 1 by 2 with this, so you will have minus 4 plus 2 and minus 6 and 0. So this is how you will find the M value. Very easy and straightforward question. And he says find the inverse of the matrix this. So it's a very simple question. A matrix is given, just name it. Suppose I name it as A, capital A, and I can find its inverse. First of all, we will find the determinant of this matrix. Then we will find the adjoint of this matrix. And then I will find the inverse. Let me show you. So let A is equals to 5 minus 3 minus 4, 2. Okay, take the A determinant. First of all, I will take the A determinant. When you find the A determinant, and that give you 5 into 2 and minus multiply these two. So you will have 5 into 2 is 10, minus is in the formula, okay. Minus 4 multiply minus it gives you plus 12 and minus is also is in there for the formula. So 10 minus 12 is equals to minus 2. So the determinant of this matrix is minus 2. Then I will find the adjoint of this matrix. In adjoint, we change the position of these two and we change their signs. According in this position, we change the sign. So you will have 2, 3, 4, and 5. A inverse will be, the inverse of this matrix will be, inverse of this matrix will be 1 by A determinant into adjoint of A equals to 1 by minus 2 bracket and the adjoint of A is 2, 3, 4, 5. So when 1 by 2 will multiply with this, so you will have, because this is 1 by minus 2 multiply by 2 and it will give you minus 1, 1 by minus 2 multiply 3, that will give you minus 3 by 2, 1 by minus 2 multiply 4, that will give you minus 2, and 1 by minus 2 multiply with 5, that will give you minus 5 by 2. So that is the inverse of that matrix. Hopefully you understand. So we are done with this question number 15. Now we have the question number 16 is coming up on your screen, and it says given that f of x is equals to x square plus x square minus 2 px plus 3, find f of minus 2, giving your answer in the terms of p. And the second part is the value of the p when f of minus 2 is equal to f of 0. Okay. Okay. So f of x is equal to x square minus px plus 3. And he want us to find out the value of the f of minus 2. So wherever is the x, we will put minus 2 in it. So you will have minus bracket, inside the bracket you have minus 2 square, minus 2 into p into minus 2 plus 3. So it will become flow 4, it will become plus 4p plus 3. So 4 plus 3, it will be 7. So you will have 4p plus 7. 4p plus 7. Okay, so let me show you the next question. He says, find the value of the p when f of minus 2 is equals to f of 0. Okay. Okay. F of minus 2 is equals to f of 0. That is the question. So we have to find the value of the p. So in the formula of the fx, which is x square minus 2 px plus 3, I will, in the place of x, I will put minus 2. So you will have minus 2 whole square, minus 2p into minus 2 plus 3. And on the other side, we had f of 0. So in this formula, 0 square minus 2 into p into 0 plus 3. So you will have 4p and plus 7. How plus 7? This give you 4. I have skipped a step. 4 and plus 3, that will give you 7. 0 minus, and this will be 0 plus 3. So you will have 4p equals to 3 minus 7, and 4p is equals to minus 4. So p is equal to minus 4 by 4, and p is equals to minus 1. So this is how you do that part. Okay, so that's it. Okay, then the B part, he says, given that g of y is equals to y square minus 1, find g of a minus 1. So give your answer in a simplest form. It's a 2-mark question. Let me show you. G of y is equals to y square minus 1. The g of a minus 1 we have to find out in the place of the variable in this function. Put a minus 1. So g of a minus 1 will be equals to, in the place of this y, I will put a minus 1 whole square. When I will open this whole square, it will be a square minus 2a plus 1, and minus 1 is there, minus will be gone. So you will have a square minus 2a. So this is how you do this question number 16, and it's B part. The line L is drawn on the grid in the answer space. Write down the equation of this line. Okay. You can see this, here is a line drawn. So this, that line. So I want to find out the equation of this line. So I can take any 2 points here. For example, I take this point, its coordinates are minus 2, comma, minus 1. And I can take this point, it says 0, comma, 3. And by using these 2 points, I will be able to find out the equation of the line L. Very simple. Okay. It's a question of the coordinate geometry. Okay. A part I'm doing. So the 2 points we have taken on that line, that's minus 2 and comma minus 1 and 0, comma 3. So the gradient will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And that will be 3 minus minus 1 divided by 0 minus minus 2. So you will have 3 plus 1, that will be 4. And that will be 0 plus 2, and that will be 2. So 4 divided by 2, and that will be 2. If you want to find the equation of this line, I can apply the formula y minus y1 is equals to m bracket x minus x1. That's the formula we use to find the equation. I will use this point and this gradient. I will put the in the y1 I will put -1, in the x2 x2 or x1 I will put this, and in the place of m I will put this. So you will have y plus 1 equals to y plus 1 is equals to 2 bracket x plus 2. You see, and you will have y plus 1 is equals to 2x plus 4. So you will have y is equals to 2x plus 4 minus 1. So y will be equals to 2x plus 3. So y is equals to 2x plus 3. So this is how you do this question. Question number 17, A part. Okay. Then the question is on the grid. Draw. Let me reduce the size a little bit. Yeah, so on the grid, just the B part of that question number 17. He says on the grid, draw the line, label the lines, draw and label the lines x equals to 1, y equals to 3, and x plus y equals to 2. So it's very simple. You just have to draw this line. Let me show you. Okay. So the first line they ask is x equals to 1, and that will be this line, which will be horizontal. Sorry, it will be a vertical line, and it will be passing from x equals to 1. This red line is that first line. Then they say y equals to 3, and that will be this blue line, which will be a horizontal line and passing from y equals to 3. Then they tell you another line. Let me check. Then they gave you another line. X plus y is greater than 2. Yeah. So x plus y equals 2 will be this line. Okay, this red line. So I have drawn all these 3 lines on the grid. Then the question is, first of all, this question, then they say, shade the region which satisfies the 3 inequalities. X greater than 1 and y less than 3 and x plus y greater than 2. Okay. So when you take those inequalities, so that is the area which they have told us. This is that area. So this is that area which is shaded by these 3 triangles, these 3 lines actually. Question number 18, on the Venn diagram in the answer space, shade the set A union B, A union bracket B intersection C. So whatever is the common between the B and the C, you have to take that thing. This is the common between the B and C, and you have to do union. It's union with the A. A is this. So I will share this and this. Let me show you. So this portion will be shaded and this portion will be shaded, and this is done with by my son. Okay, so this is how you shade it, the B A union with the B intersection C. Now let me increase the size so you can see on the big screen. Okay, so here there were the 3 inequalities given, and we were asked to do the shading area. That was the question number 17 and it's B part. And let me show you the question first. Here you have to do this shading, x greater than and equals to 1. So this is that line. So because x is greater than 1, so you remain, this is the area which is to be shaded. And y is less than 3, equals to and less than 3. So this is that line, y equals to 3, because y is less than 3. So the area below this line is to be shaded, area on the right side of this line, and area below this blue line. And the last one is x plus y is greater than and equals to 2. Because the crocodile's mouth is towards y, so that line, you have to remain above that line. So this is that line, that green line, and above that line will be this. Okay. So if you combine these three, so this is the area which is to be shaded. So here they have asked you to draw x equals to 1, y equals to 3, and x plus y equals to 2. So we have drawn that. This is these lines has been drawn already. So that was question number 17. The question number 17 and its two last parts, and question number 18 and its A part. Now, it says express in the set notation the subset shaded in the Venn diagram. So here you can see this area is shaded, and this is out of the Q. So that will be the Q complement, and inside the P. So by remaining outside the Q, shade whatever is common with the P. So Q complement, outside the Q means Q complement, and only the P, that will be intersection P. So let me show you. Okay, so this thing will be represented Q complement intersection P. Okay, so hopefully you understand. I think these lines have been marked by my son. So that's your answer. This is your answer. Okay. Then he says it's a 2-mark question, C part. That's question number 18, and it's C part. He says in a class of 36 students, 25 study history, 20 study geography, and 4 study neither history nor geography. Find how many students study both history and geography. Okay, so I will draw a Venn diagram, and let me show you. Okay, so here you can see we have used the Venn diagram. I have made a rectangle, and here we made 2 circles and overlapping circles. Here history and geography, and suppose they are the people who study both the subjects. We don't know how many, but suppose they are X. So the total people in the history are 25. So X is already here. So this portion will be 25 minus X. In geography, there are 20 people totally. X is already here, so this portion will be 20 minus X. And there are 4 people who study nothing, neither history nor geography. So I will write that 4 here. So because there are total 36 students, so if I will add this, this, and this, and this, that should be 36. So you will have 25 minus X plus 20 minus X plus 4 equals to 36. Minus X plus X will be cancelled. This minus X will be here. 25 plus 20 and plus 4, that will be 49 equals to 36. This will go to the other side, it will subtract. So you will have minus X equals to 36 minus 49. So minus X is equals to minus 13. Minus minus will be cancelled, so X will be 13. So the people who study both history and geography are 13. Hopefully you understand. So that was question number 18 and its C part. Okay, so question number 19. Here we have a circle. This is the center of the circle. This is the diameter of the circle. And the first in the diagram, the point A, B, C, and D lie on a circle. Center O. OAD is a diameter. OB is parallel to DC. Okay, these 2 lines, OB and DC, they are parallel to each other. Okay, and parallel to DC. Okay, BOD, this angle, BOD angle, that is 140 degree. And he says find the X. Okay, you want to find X. So look at this triangle, OBD. OBD. Look at this carefully. This is radius, this is radius. So this OBD triangle is an isotriangle. So if this angle is X here, this angle will be also X because it's an isotriangle. So X plus 140 equals to 180. Let me show you my answer. Let me show you how we done the first part. So X is the question. So ODB triangle is an isotriangle. So because the OB and the OD, they both are the radius. So this is an isotriangle. So you will have 140 plus X equals to 180. 2X is equals to 180 minus 140. That will be 40. So X will be equals to 40 divided by 2, and that will be 20. So the value of the X is 20 degrees. Hopefully you understand. Okay. Now, the next question they are asking is find the value of the Y. Find the value of the Y. Very simple. You see, this BD is a chord, and this chord is coming onto the center. The angle on this side is 140. Find the angle on this side. 360 minus 140, and its half will be this Y angle. You remember that property, the angle at the center is 2 times angle at the circumference. So very easily you can find out the angle Y. So let me show you. So alpha plus 140 is equals to 360. Alpha will be equals to 360 minus 140, and that will be 220. So Y will be equals to half of the alpha. Angle at the center is 2 times angle at the circumference. So angle at the circumference is half the angle at the center. So you will have 220 divided by 2, and that will be 110. So the value of the Y will be 110. Then they say find the value of the Z. Look at here carefully. This line is parallel, and this line, they are parallel to each other. This angle here is 140. This angle is X plus Z. So these two angles are allied to each other. We call them allied angles, and their sum is 180. The allied angles are supplementary. So 140 plus X plus Z will be equals to 180. They are allied angles in the parallel lines. So we'll find the value of the Z. So 140 plus bracket X plus Z is equals to 180. So 140 plus the X value is 20 plus Z is equals to 180. So Z will be equals to 180 minus 160, and the Z will be 20 degrees. So the value of the Z is 20 degrees. Okay, the last part, the D part is find the value of the angle T. So the angle T, they want you to find out the value of the angle T. Okay. You know, I know the value of the angle Y. I know the value of the angle Z. I can find the value of the T. This is a triangle BCD. If I know the two angles, I can find the third one. The sum of the three angles will be 180. So very easily you can find the T. Okay. So the T will be equals to T plus Y plus Z equals to 180. The T plus 110 plus 20 equals to 180. So T will be plus 130 equals to 180. T will be equals to 180 minus 130. And T will be equals to 50. So this is how you do this. Hopefully you understand this question. That's the question number 19. Question number 19. Okay, so we are going to the next question. He says, a solid cone C is cut into two parts, X and Y, by a plane parallel to the base. The length of the sloping edges of the two parts are 3 centimeter and 2 centimeter. Find the ratio of the diameters of the bases of X and C. Okay. This big cone, its slant height is 5. The small cone, its slant height is 3. They are similar to each other. The diameter, whatever the diameter ratio we want to find out, the X ratio C, the diameter ratio will be equals to the ratio of their slant heights. Very simple. They are similar to each other. So the diameter X divided by the diameter of C will be equals to the length slant height X slant height C. So the diameter X by diameter C will be 3 by 5. So diameter X ratio diameter C will be 3 ratio 5. Hopefully you understand. They are similar to each other. So their diameters ratio will be equal to the ratio of their slant heights. Then they say, let me reduce the size. So it's a 1, 1 and 2 mark question. Okay. Okay. Now their question is the areas of the bases of X and C. We know the ratio of their diameters. If you want to find out the area, the ratio of their areas of the bases, Because they are similar, so their areas ratio will be equals to the square of the ratio of their diameters. We already know the ratio of their diameter. Very simple. The second part is also very simple. Okay, they are similar. Their diameter ratios, their slant height ratios, we know. Now they want us to find out the ratio of the areas of their bases. So area x by area c will be equals to diameter x by diameter c whole square. So area x by area c will be equals to 3 by 5 whole square, and that will be 9 by 25. So area x ratio area c will be equals to 9 ratio 25. Hopefully you understand. Then the last part, it's a 2-mark question. The last one is of 2 marks. He says the volume of x and the volume of the y. Now he's asking you the volume of x and the volume of the y, but they are not similar to each other. So we will play a trick here. First of all, I will find the volume, the ratio of the volume of x and the c. And from the c, if you subtract the x, that will give you the y. Then I will be able to find out the ratio between x and y. So let me show you the trick, how we did this. First of all, I will find the volume of the x divided by the volume of the c. That will be, because they are similar, both are cones. So 3 by 5 whole cube, that will be 27 divided by 125. 3 cube is 27, 5 cube is 125. Now, if you want to find out the ratio of the volume x by volume y, volume x will be 27, volume y will be the difference between these two. From the total cone, if you subtract the x cone, the remaining will be that, we call it frustrum. And that is from the big cone, subtract the small cone. So 125 minus 27, and that will be 27 by 98. Let me show you that trick. This is how you do it. Hopefully you understand. And from the figure, from the full cone, if you cut this cone, you will get this frustrum. Okay, we call this shape frustrum. Hopefully you understand. Okay. So now we have this question. The question number 21 is coming up on your screen. He says it's a speed time graph is given. The speed is on the y-axis. The time is on the x-axis. The time is in seconds. The speed is in meter per second. The diagram is the speed time graph for the first 20 seconds of a journey. Find the acceleration when the t is 60 seconds. So he wants you to find out when the time is 60 seconds here, what is the acceleration? Here you can see this speed time graph is a straight line. It has a constant gradient. So on this line, I will take any 2 points and I will note down their coordinates. And by using them, I will find the slope of this line. You know, the speed time graph, its slope, its gradient is equals to the acceleration. So I will take a point. For example, I take this point. This is 12,0. I can take this point, which is 12,15. Or I need any 2 points on this line, and you can apply the formula of the gradient, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Once you know the gradient, and that will give you the gradient will be equals to the acceleration. Let me show you. Okay, so from that speed time graph, I have taken 2 points on that line, and one is 12,0, the other one is 20,15. You know, I can find the gradient of that line. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it will be 15 minus 0 divided by 20 minus 12, and that will be 15 divided by 8. So the acceleration value is 15 divided by 8. Hopefully you understand. The second part is the distance traveled in the first 20 seconds. So the distance traveled in the speed time graph is equal to the area under the speed time graph. So basically there are two areas. In this area is a trapezium, and this area, this is a triangle. Here the car is not moving. From 8 to 12, the car is not moving. So I will find the area of this trapezium and I will find the area of this triangle. I will add them up. I will add up the areas together, and that will be equals to the distance traveled in the 20 seconds. So let me show you how I've done this. Okay, so area 1 plus area 2. Area 1 is a triangle, it's a trapezium, and you know the formula for the area of the trapezium is 1 by 2 into height into sum of parallel sides. So 1 by 2 into 5 into 6 plus 8. and plus the area 2 will be a triangle, and it will be 1 by 2 into the base into the height, and its base is 8 and its height is 15. So 1 by 2 into 8 into 15. So you will have 1 by 2 into 5 into 14 plus 4 into 15. So for 2 and 7, so you have 5 into 7, that's 35. And this will be 4 into 15, that's 60. So 35 plus 60, and that will be 95 meters. So you have covered 95 meters in the first 20 seconds. And from, let me show you. Okay. Now they want you to represent this on the grid in the answer space, catch this distance time graph for the same journey. So from 0 to 8 seconds, they covered 35. And from 8 to 12, they did not move. And from 12 to 20, they covered up to 95. Okay, so we have to represent this in the form of a distance time graph. And you can see here, I have represented that. From 0 to 8, they covered 35. They covered 35. Okay, I made a mistake here. Let me correct it. Let me correct it. Okay. So there is a little mistake. Okay, so as I told you, I made a little mistake. In the first 8 seconds, he covered how much distance? Let me show you. First, in the first 8 seconds, they covered 35 meters. Okay, so in the 8 seconds, he will go up to 35. This red is the graph which you have to follow. This the blue, the gray one, there was just a mistake. Okay, so in 8 seconds, he covered 35. So this is 35. Put a dot here, join them with a straight line. From 8 to 12, they do not move. So it will be a horizontal line. It's a distance time graph. And from 12 to 20, they reach 95. So put a dot here at 95 and then join them. So this red one is the correct graph. Hopefully you understand how we have done this. Okay. So that was the B part. And this was a 3-mark question. Okay, so question number 21 is 3 marks are done. So we are going to the next part. Okay. So in the next part, you can see question number 22, a diagram is given here and a grid is given here, and there are 3 points marked there. Point A, which is 4, 4, point C, which is 4, -1, and point B, which is -2, -6. And it's a triangle. And what is their question? He says the triangle with the vertices A 4, 4, B -2, -6, and the C, which is 4, and -1 is shown in the diagram. The first question is find the area of this triangle ABC. So let me, to explain you, I have to take out the snipping tools. Okay. Because I want to explain you how I found the area. It's very important to learn this exactly. But we don't have paint. Let me take out the paint first of all. Okay, so you can understand in a good way. So the question is find the area of this thing. Okay, so if you want to find out the area of this triangle, let me show you how I have done this. So this is the base. This is the base of that triangle. This is the base. And just count how much is this base. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the base is 5. Suppose base is 5. So here is its height. The height is outside the triangle. The height is this thing, this green thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the height is 6. So 1 by 2 into the height. Height is 6. And the base is how much? 5. So what you will get? 3, 3, 3, 5s are 15. So area of this triangle will be 15. Let me show you. I've done this. So the area of the triangle ABC will be equal to 1 by 2 into 5 into 6, and that will be 5 into 3, and that will be 15. So area of the triangle will be 15. So that is the first question they ask you. The area of the triangle ABC, and that is 15. He says the coordinates of the point P such that ABCP is a parallelogram. He's saying A, B, C, and P is somewhere here, and it will make a parallelogram. Okay, so how this parallelogram is made, let me show you. I just want to show you how this is done. Okay, now he said that the A, B, C, and P. So how I will know that what are the coordinates of the P point? You see A, B, C, P. So here there will be a line. The P will be here somewhere, and that AP will be parallel to the BC. So now how I will draw parallel to this? You see, what is the run and the rise here from B to C? Same will be from A to P. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 step is the run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the rise. So you will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is that point. So I will join it. Okay, and look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how much is the rise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let me draw that line. This line, which will be parallel to the AB, 6 and 10. No, I'm not sure. Okay, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the point P will be here. The point P will be here. This is the point P, which makes it a parallelogram. You can see this. Sorry. This side and this side, they are parallel to each other. And this side is parallel to this. So this is how you will do this. Okay. So this is how you will find the coordinates of the P. The A, B, C, P is a parallelogram. So let me show you my answer. I have done this. Okay. So here you can see I have already solved it. So this will be the shape which you will get because you made this and this parallel, this and this parallel. So the coordinates of the P will be 10, 9, 10, 9. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so let's check what's the next part they are asking for. He says find the area of this parallelogram. So I think the area of this parallelogram, you can see this parallelogram by this line has been divided into two equal parts. And we already know the area of this triangle ABC. That's I think 15. So if you double it, that will be the area of this whole thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the area of this triangle ABC is 15. You double it, so you get the area of this parallelogram. So let me show you. Area of the parallelogram will be 2 multiply the area of the ABC, triangle ABC. So you will have 2 into 15, and that will be 30. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so next part. He says the tan BSC. Okay, so it's a little tricky one. Let me explain you first. So they are asking you basically to find out the tan. Okay, so they are asking you to find out the tan BSC. Okay, so basically what they are asking you is to find this, the tan of this. They want the tan of this angle. So I will do a trick here. Look at this trick carefully. I will take this triangle. Okay. If you are using this, it's a right angle triangle. If you want to find tan of this, that will be the base by, tan is perpendicular by base. So this is perpendicular. How much is this? 1, 2, 3. The perpendicular is 3. How much is the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 3 by 5. So the tan of this angle will be 3 by 5. Very simple. I don't know if you understand or not. So the tan of BAC will be 3 by 5. Tan of BAC will be 3 by 5. I have tried to show you how this trick is done. Then the next question they are asking is, it is given that the length of the BC is K units. He says, write down the cos of BCA. Give your answer in terms of K. Okay. So cos BCA. Basically, what they are trying to do is they want you to find out, okay, this is that angle, BCA. And what they want is to find out the cos of this angle. Okay, it's a famous trick in the coordinate geometry. You must have learned in the first exercise of the coordinate geometry if you are working on the D3 book, new syllabus D3, new syllabus mathematics 7th edition, D3, chapter number 6 is no, not chapter number 6, chapter number 8. And his first exercise, that in that 8A exercise we learned this trick. I want to find out the cos of this angle, but this is not a right angle triangle, so I will make my own right angle triangle here. Okay, so let me make a right angle triangle here. So okay, this, and I will, let me first show you the right angle triangle which I'm going to use here. Okay, so what I will do, I will find the cos of this angle. It's a right angle triangle. So if I want to find the cos of this triangle, it is base by hypotenuse. He has told me that this BC is basically K. That's the hypotenuse is K. Okay, how much is this base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So base by hypotenuse. So it will be 5 by K. And so the cos of this angle will be base by hypotenuse. That will be 5 by K. Whatever is the cos of this, same is the cos of this. That's the rule. Cos theta is equals to minus cos bracket 180 minus theta. So whatever is the cos here, same is the cos here, but because it's an obtuse triangle angle, so I will put with it a negative sign. You must have studied this. Okay, so you know that cos theta is equals to minus cos 180 minus theta. I have tried to show you how all those things are done. So cos BCA will be equals to minus 5 by K. Hopefully you understand. That's question number 22. Okay, so that's it. Now we are on the question number 23. He says the diagram below is a map showing a coastline ABC. Let me reduce the size. A lighthouse L and a point P. That is the lighthouse and that's the point P. The map is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter to 100 meter. Ships must not sail within 200 meters of the coastline. So, and nor within the 200 meter of the lighthouse. The first thing is construct the locus of point 200 meter from the lighthouse L. So lighthouse is a point and you want to draw a circle around it, 200 meter, which means 2 centimeter according to the scale. So I will draw a circle around here, around the L of 200 meters, which means 2 centimeter. So you can see here, we have drawn a circle around the L, which is of 2 centimeter. So that is the first part. Okay, sorry. And then they say construct the locus of a points 200 meter from the coastline ABC. So these coastlines are lines, so you have to remain 200 meters. So I will draw lines parallel to them, 200 meters, 2 centimeters away from them, 200 meters away from them. For that, I will draw a circle here of 200 meter. I will draw a circle here of 200 meter. 200 meters means 2 centimeter, okay, according to the scale. And I will draw a circle here. Then I will draw tangents. And automatically I will get the lines which are parallel to these coastlines 200 meter away. So let me show you. So first of all, draw. This is how you draw parallel, a line parallel to a given line at a constant distance. And you draw circles on that. For example, around C, I have drawn a circle of 2 centimeter. At B, I have drawn a circle of 2 centimeter. And at A, I have drawn a circle of 2 centimeters. Then I will draw a tangent to them. So you can see here, we have drawn tangent. And this is a curve. And here I drawn a tangent. So this line is basically 200 meter from the coastline. Okay, so this is how you do this. I think it's very simple. Hopefully you understand. Okay, the next part, B part is done. Then we have this part. He says a ship sailed from the point P on a bearing of 220 theta degree. It passed between B and L. Complete the statement in the answer space. And you have to write down the bearing of the P, the maximum and minimum possible bearing. So let me show you this answer. So here I have drawn 2 lines. You can see that. From P, you cannot go to the left of this line because you will go then 200 meters. You will be within the 200 meters of the coastline. You cannot go to the right of this line. Why? Because then you will enter into this circle. You will be less than 200 meters away from the lamp and that lighthouse. So they are allowed only in this area. So these are the 2 lines which I have drawn. So they cannot go to the left of this. They cannot go to the right of this. So this is that. So if you want to find out their bearing, so this is from the P. So you can put a protractor like this. You can see on the north, we have put 0. And so what is the angle this here? That's 25. And what is the angle this here? That's something like 40, 45, I think. It can be 46, 47. Okay. So I have written that answer here, 25 to 45. This last one is a little tricky one. Hopefully you understand. So let me show you the whole question once so you can have some good idea. Okay, so we are on the question number 24. Okay, so first question. He says the diagram shows triangle C and B. The enlargement with the center 0, 0 and the scale factor 2 maps the triangle T onto triangle A. Draw the triangle A on the diagram up. So the center of enlargement is 0, 0. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, so this is the center of enlargement 0, 0. This is the object which we want to enlarge. So join the center of enlargement with its 3 vertices and prolong the lines. You can see I prolong the lines. This is how you do the enlargement. Then you measure what is this distance with the help of scale. And then you double it and you put a dot. So for example, this distance, you double it, you will put a dot here. This distance, then you double it, you will put a dot here. And this distance with the help of scale, you will do this. You measure this, how much is this distance from the center of enlargement to this point. And then you double it. And it will be, I think, here. So let me show you, I have done this. Okay, so you can see that I have put those dots and then I will join those dots. And that's the triangle A. This is how you enlarge. Okay, so hopefully you understand this. And let's move to the next part. He said, describe fully the single transformation that the triangle T, which maps the triangle T onto triangle. That's triangle P onto triangle. Let me increase the size so you can see it clearly. Triangle P onto triangle B. Okay, the method is very simple. Okay, you can see join the same points with each other, this point and this point. Okay, then draw the perpendicular bisector. Join this point and this point. They are the same points. Join them with a line, then draw the perpendicular bisector. Join this point and this point. They are the same points. Join them and then draw the perpendicular bisector of that line. Where those perpendicular bisectors will intersect each other. That will be the center of rotation. And then join this point with the center of rotation. The center of rotation will be 0 by 0, 0. I've already done this. That's why I know that. 0, 0, and join this point with this. Then check how much is this angle. This angle will be 90-degree clockwise. So let me show you. So this is the rotation. The center of rotation is 0, 0, and 90-degree clockwise rotation. Hopefully you can do that. Okay, the next part. Okay, the next part coming up, that's the B part. He says the transformation is represented with minus, this is the transformation matrix given, -1, 0, 0, 1. And he says this transformation maps the triangle T onto triangle C. Draw triangle C on the diagram. Okay, we can do that. So very easy. Okay, the transformation matrix multiply object, that will give you the image. The transformation matrix is -1, 0, 0, 1. The object is the triangle T. And I think triangle T. Okay, the triangle T, I will note down the coordinates of its vertices. So the triangle T is one vertex is 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 1. So you can see we have written the object matrix here. So these are the X and these are the Y's. Just multiply them. From here, I take the rows. From here, I take the columns. I multiply with each other. The first multiply for the first plus second multiply with the second. So you can see -2 plus 0, -4 plus 0, -5 plus 0. Then this row will multiply and it will be 0 plus 2, 0 plus 2, 0 plus 1. Okay. So -2 plus 0, that's -2, -4, -5, 2, 2, 1. I will plot. These are the coordinates of the image. -2, 2, -4, -4, 2, -5, 1. These are the X and these are the Y's. These are the coordinates of the image. You just plot them. You can see here -4, 2, -5, -2, 2, -5, 1. You have plotted them. And this is the diagram. This is the triangle C, which has been mapped onto. Okay. So, my dear students, we have reached the end of this paper. Today, we have done, you can see, today we have done October, November 2006, paper 1. This is DMaths 4024. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and this paper is over. I have tried my best to explain to you the concepts and how the tricks are done in this paper. If you think that this video is helping you, and if you think that this video can help your class fellows who are struggling, who don't have tuitions, who don't have other help at home, you can send the link of this video to your friends, your class fellows, your teachers, your senior students, your junior students. And you can share the link of this video onto your Facebook, into your Instagram account, and onto your Twitters, or if you have any other social media. That will help me to promote my channel and continue this work. So it's a great pleasure for me to teach you online. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day, and God bless you all.